Hello, beautiful soul. If you don't know me, my name is Aryatwa. This is my higher self name. And in today's video, I'm gonna start to talk about why love is the key for union for divine feminine on a twin flame journey. Why, when you start to open your heart to the frequency of unconditional love, this is the key for union. The key for union is when you start to come back to your heart and opening your heart to the frequency of unconditional love. I call it a journey from the head to the heart. This is why it's so important to embody fully the unconditional love. This has happened to me when I started to fully opening my heart and embody the frequency of unconditional love. I start to come back to my twin, and we started to have a reunion together. The frequency of unconditional love is the key when you start to open your heart. It sounds easy. Oh, I'm love. I'm having this love, I'm having this unconditional love. But if you really are in the frequency of unconditional love, and if you really are in the frequency of love, you will not gonna be in separation. You will be aligned with your soul. You will doing your mission here on earth. You will be doing your soul purpose. The frequency of unconditional love is not like a normal love, because love is one of the codes of unconditional love. Unconditional love moving in terms of the 369 codes. It's moving with a certain code, and one of the codes is the code of the trust, and the second code is letting go. The third code is surrendering. This is the first three codes, and when you start to embody them by switching all your shadow and why you cannot trust fully, and you start to come back. Sometimes you're gonna do healing at this lifetime, sometimes it's gonna be past life, sometimes it's gonna be soul level. You're gonna see why you cannot fully trust in your journey or yourself or in your calling or in God, actually. Why you cannot let go of the attachment towards your twin, towards material things, towards your country, your whatever just you have attached to. And we start to work on all of this, and you start to embody fully the code of trust, letting go, surrendering. This is where you're going to start to move to the other three codes, which is love, forgiveness, and acceptance. When you start to love yourself, when you start to love others, when you start to have love towards everything, even to the darkness. Because when you start to love your shadow and light for yourself and for the world around you, this is how you're going to reach the higher frequency. This is the frequency of the divine. Actually, love is the key. All what's happening from darkness and light and shadow around you, it's all here for evolution, and you need to accept this. This is why the second three code, it's love, forgiveness, and acceptance. And when you start to embody all of that and learn the lesson behind them, why you cannot love, and you start to love and learn the lesson behind the experience that you choose to not love from her. Maybe you get hurt when you were young, maybe you have some trauma from your past life, maybe you have some trauma from your ancestors still in your DNA, and you start to work on it and you see why you choose it, and you start to embody the love, and you start to forgive these people, and you start to accept them. This is how you're gonna ascend. This is the key for the journey. And when you start to embody all this code, trust, letting go, surrendering, love, forgiveness, acceptance on your body, mind, and spirit, this is how you're gonna start to reach to the frequency of unconditional love. This is how you're gonna reach the frequency of the divine. This is how you're gonna feel one complete with God. And this is the real frequency of union, and this is what's gonna bring the divine masculine back to you, because you unlocked yourself on the soul level. You unlocked your 12 strand DNA. This is the key for union. When you start to work and love and forgive and do the healing on this, why you cannot love, why you cannot forgive, why you cannot accept, why you cannot trust, why you cannot let go, why you cannot surrender on your body, mind, and spirit. This is the key. This is how you gonna reach to the frequency of union. When you start to embody all of this within you, this is how you're gonna literally awaken your divine gifts. This is how you're gonna reach to the purpose why you came here on earth. This is how you're gonna open your heart to the frequency of unconditional love. And this is how you're gonna be aligned with your soul purpose. You're gonna be aligned with your heart. This is the key. Trust the process. Let go of any attachment. Surrender to your higher being, surrendering to yourself. Love yourself and others around you, and know that they are here for a reason. They are here to teach you some lesson, and once you learn the lesson, you're gonna know how to love. Forgive everyone. Forgive yourself. Accept your journey, accept yourself, and accept everyone around you. Accept your masculine. This is the key for the inner union, which gonna help you to have an outer union in the physical reality. If you need help and support through your journey, my website is there. You're gonna find me on all social media. You are Unconditional Love. You're gonna find my course there, Divine Feminine Come Back to Union, which I'm explaining in details all about the 369 codes of unconditional love and how to embody the frequency of union within yourself. As well, you're gonna find there my all one-on-one session details and what I'm doing with my client and everything you're gonna find there for what you need for your journey actually, so you can reach the frequency of union and the frequency of unconditional love.